Hello, how are you? And welcome to Road Odyssey. Glad you could join me. I am Burke. This video is an introduction to the Enloe Museum, or the Clara Foster Slough Museum. This is located in Ennis, Texas, sandwiched between Sulphur Springs and Paris, Texas. So here's the map. Here we are in northeast Texas, just below the Red River, below Paris, Texas, and just above Sulphur Springs off Highway 24. The museum is on the northwest side of the downtown. Now, this place is open primarily on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I will give you all those hours and details in just a second here. Enloe hours tend to be Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m., 3 p.m., Sunday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. I would advise you very much to please call ahead first, 903-395-0539. And if you drive by, they have a picture on the window of alternative phone numbers if you need them. Now, it is a small building. Let that not deceive you. The second you go through the doors, you are in a labyrinth of a huge amount of historical information and artifacts. It is fantastic. So I'm going to let the pictures do the talking, but believe me, if you like history to any degree and curious about some of the history here in Texas, including Davie Crocket, outlaws, all kinds of stuff, some of the Indians, man, go to this place. I really highly recommend it. It's free. You might want to take a donation. People are really great. I walked around with Richard Duncan. He was fantastic. Met his wife, the president, Nancy. Nancy was very nice. She was busy working. And anyway, it was a fantastic place. Believe me, it was really nice. So let's get into it. Here's a quick look at the Enloe Museum website. So check that out if you want. You can find bits of information about the museum on the internet, such as on Texas Lakes Trails. And you can go to their Facebook page, which is pretty decent. And Enloe was a very old town. And you know what? It really hasn't changed a lot since then. Here I am driving into downtown and going to the museum. Like I said, it looks like a small place, but it's not. Once you get inside and go through those front doors, it just sort of expands into a whole lot of stuff crammed in every nook and cranny in this place. So let me just walk you around for a minute and give you a taste of what this place is like. Now, all these pictures, they're of, schools, people, and all of their personal artifacts and things that have come off the properties at various types of buildings throughout the area. I'm telling you, these people have got it together. They go to every place in the county and surrounding counties and get tons of information and the artifacts from various properties that are significant. Here's Mr. Enloe himself. They actually took a working telegraph line from a portion of the area, and it really does still work. There are probably several things here you wouldn't expect, but to some degree there is a lot of interesting local military pieces that are pretty cool. Things that you wouldn't expect, but they are preserved for the families. And here is a large grouping of hats. And like I said, you'll see hats that were going to certain towns, like this one to Cooper. There was another one to Paris. Here's a Sunday hat, and you'll see ladies' hats as well. And here is a light fixture from one of the banks. So it's pretty cool that they kept that. And like I said, here's the wall of horseshoes. This is really a cool idea. So horseshoes from the animals that served on the local farms. That was really neat. And here at one of the farms, they ran into this Indian burial. And so they dug this up and preserved it. So that was really cool. I don't know about Indian religions liking that much, but there you go. They have preserved it. Here is a, believe it or not, Enloe being as small as they were, they had a baseball team, and they preserved some of that memorabilia as well. And, you know, it just goes on and on and on. The old mills, they have a lot of information on those. And, you know, just tons of family history. You know, getting into the families, things that these families had, clothing articles. Some of these are clothing articles that the ladies might enjoy looking at. But, you know, it is just unique. It is really cool. All kinds of neat stuff here. Just like these water buckets from some wells, local wells. Some fencing. They have old fort post and all kinds of good stuff. So, really a cool place. Now I'm showing you a small portion of all the binders they have. Here's family history and early homes and roads. They have lots of cool maps and stuff there. The churches, schools, history relative to the wars, all the people that served and things like that. Here's the binder relative to Davie Crocket and some other things. Thought I'd just get a picture of my car out at the bank. And this little building here was the blacksmith's, who ended up being a cobbler as well. So here he also made shoes for people. And the reason being was that he had a son that had a lame foot. So he had to learn how to make shoes. Out front of this old church that is just right down the block, there's this plaque giving a good overview of the history of Enloe and its community, having been birthed by some of the churches. So it's just really good history, and I think you would enjoy reading over this thing. All right, that'll do it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Y'all are great. And please subscribe down below. I really do appreciate that as well. And you know what? Enloe, Texas Museum. It is a gem. Please go see it. Call them up first if you don't mind. Make sure everything's good. And go give them a visit. You will thoroughly enjoy it. It is quite unique. So with that, relax. Take it easy. And I will see you later. Bye.